So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the class on investment management, and we are discussing the concept of bond arithmetic. So when we talk about a bond arithmetic, we need to understand the calculation of the pricing of the bond. So already we have discussed the pricing of the bond. We had done numerical also on that part. So altogether, the debt instrument, what we are discussing here, we are talking about non-amortizing debt instruments. So in the case of a non-amortizing debt instrument, the loan value or the principal value or the face value is paid on the maturity of the debt time period, while in between a fixed amount of interest is paid by the issuer to the investors, that is called as coupon. So probably when we talk about the pricing of a debt instrument, or when we talk about the price of a bond, so I'm assuming the debt instrument can use the term called bond, or you can use the term called debenture. Yesterday already I have discussed the difference between bond and debenture. So when I was talking about the theory part of that, so bonds are basically secured long-term debt instruments, while debentures are basically long-term debt instrument. So when we talk about the price of bond, I told you the formula. That formula was coupon divided by YTM. So yield till maturity into 1 plus yield till maturity to the power T minus 1 divided by 1 plus YTM to the power T plus face value divide by 1 plus YTM to the power T. So this is the formula what we use whenever we talk about the price of the bond. So altogether, I'm using the concept of present value of annuity here, because from the first time period till the end of the maturity, the fixed amount what the issuer gives to the investors, which is calculated in the term of face value, which we called as the coupon. So whenever we see coupon rate, that is always calculated on the face value. This is a formula what we discuss of the price of case. In case if the coupon is paid semi-annually, in case if the coupon is paid semi-annually, then coupon would be divided by 2 and will be divided by 2, and that time will be multiplied by 2. Okay, so in case suppose if I mention a bond having, suppose if I mention that 5 year 15%, 5 year 15% debt instrument, 5 year 15% debt in 5 year 15% debt instrument. Okay, so where the coupon will be paid, where the coupon will be paid is paid semi-annually. If I say that the coupon is paid semi-annually, okay, the YTM for the bond is suppose mm, suppose that is 12%. Suppose the YTM of the bond is 12%. So determine the price of the bond. Determine the price of the bond. Suppose if I ask you this question. So here, a very important thing you need to understand whenever you see the problem. Very important thing that when you see the problem, what you need to understand without doing calculation, I can say that suppose the face value is 1,000 rupees. So without doing calculation, I can say that the price price will be more than the face value. So certain time you write an exam where imagine calculator is not allowed to you, neither scientific, neither normal calculator, and you are writing some objective exam on finance. So I cleared one exam called CAIAB. So there, like these kind of questions were there. So where calculator is not allowed, and all the questions were objective type questions, and I need to solve this question in 1 minute. So what is the idea I need to figure out? I just need to see the value of coupon and the YTM. So like you understand that if coupon rate, if you see that if the coupon percentage is more than the YTM percentage, then definitely the price of the bond will be more than the face value of the bond. While if the coupon rate will be equal to the YTM rate, then the price of the bond will be equal to the face value. Then the price of the bond will be equal to the face value. While you need, and when you see the problem, while if the coupon rate, while if the coupon rate is less than the while if the coupon rate is less than the YTM rate, then it means that the price of the bond will be less than the face value of the bond. Okay, you need to understand this part. So if the price is more than face value, means instrument is issued at premium. It means the instrument issued at premium. While if the price is equal to face value, means instrument issued at par. While if the price is less than the face value, means instrument issued at discount. So I hope you can understand this logic to solve the problem. So imagine if I ask you this question, then to find the answer for this question, what you will do to find the answer for this question, what you will do. So to find the answer for this question, what you will do. So here, if I ask you what is the, if I ask you what is the price of the bond, price of the bond is equal to the coupon. So you know the formula. So here the if because the coupon is paid semi-annually. So if the coupon is paid semi-annually, so if coupon is paid semi-annually, so if coupon is paid semi-annually, then the formula of the price of the bond will be equal to coupon divide by 2, then YTM divide by 2, your YTM divide by 2 into 1 plus YTM because it is semi-annually to the power 2t minus 1 divide by 1 plus YTM divide by 2 to the power 2t. Then this is plus face value divide by 1 plus YTM by 2 to the power 2t. This formula will use for the price of the bond. So here you can see the coupon rate is 15% and the face value is 1000. So I can find the coupon. So coupon per annum. So coupon basically percentage is always given per annum only. So coupon per annum, when we say coupon per annum, that is equal to is 15% of 1000 rupees. So that is 15% of 1000 rupees. That will is equal to 150 rupees. Okay, so coupon per semi annually. So the coupon per semi annually, coupon per semi annually, that will be equal to 75 rupees. Okay, and the YTM, so again this is in percentage, that is given 12% per annum. So per half yearly, YTM per half yearly, that would be equal to 6%. So YTM yield till maturity per semi-annually, that will be equal to 6%. Okay, so I can find the price of the bond. So the price of the bond, that will be equal to 75 divided by YTM is 6% into 1 plus 6% to the power time. Time is how much? Time is given to you. Time is given to you 5 years. So the time would be here 2 into 5 minus 1 divided by 1 plus 6%, then 2 into 5, then this is 1000 divided by 1 plus 6% to the power 2 into 5. That will give you the price of the bond. So the price of the bond is equal to 75 divided by 0.06. This is 1.06 to the power 10 minus 1 divided by 1.06 to the power 10 plus 1000 divided by 1.06 to the power 10. Okay, so what I can do, so here 1.06 to the power 10. So that value will be given to you in exam. That value will be given to you in exam. So that is 1.790848. 1.790148. So the price of the bond, if I want to find out, so then the price of the bond that is 75 by 6%, that is 75 divided by 6%, that is 1250. This is 1250 into, so this is 0.790, this is 0.790, 848 divided by 1.790848 plus 1000 divided by this is 1.790848. This is 1000, not 10,000. Now it's very easy to, you can find the price of the bond. So the price of the bond, you can find it, that is this into this minus 1 divided by this. You'll get 552.00, 552.0065, 552.0065 plus 1000 divided by 558.39477, 558.39477. So the price of the bond you'll get is, that is 1110, that is 1110, you'll get 1110 something. So I told you that because the coupon rate is more than the YTM, I told you that the price will be more than the, I told you that the price will be more than the 1,000 rupees. See this, anyone have any doubt, ask me. Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? Okay, so we'll do the problem which came in exam. So you can see this question. Now see this question. Akash is current considering purchase of a bond currently selling at this price. The bond has 4 year to maturity. So the bond has 4 year to maturity. Okay, and the with the face value, with the face value that is 1,000 rupees and 8% coupon rate, and the 8% coupon rate is 8%, means the value of coupon will be 80 rupees. Okay. Coupon is always paid in calculated on face value. So the face value is 1,000. Coupon percentage is given, so you can find the coupon value 80. The next annual interest payment is due after 1 year. That means that the coupon will be paid after 1 year. So it means coupon is 80 only. The required rate of return is 10%, means YTM is 10%. Okay, you can see here coupon is less than the face value. So you can see that coupon is less, since you can see that coupon coupon is the less than the face value. So you can see that coupon is less than the face value. Means 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 that the price of the bond will be less than the, sorry, coupon is less than the YTM, since you can see here that since that the coupon percentage percentage is less than the YTM percentage, so the price of the bond will be less than the face value. So the price of the bond will be less than the face value. Okay, so what they're asking, calculate the present value of bond. So whenever we say present value of bond, that is nothing but they're actually expecting us to calculate the price of the bond. Now you'll get confused. Why you'll get confused? Because you already see that you can see this bond is selling. You can already see, if you read the question, you know that it is given in the problem that the bond is selling for 888 rupees. So that is the price of the bond. So you can see that the price of the bond is 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 878 rupees. So in the market it is selling for 878.5 rupees. Okay, and they're asking us to calculate the present value of bond. They're asking us to calculate the present value of bond. So logically, the present value of bond should be trading. So present value of bond logically should be equal to the price of the bond. Okay, because that is the value what you are getting from it. But in reality, in market, because of demand and supply, and because of the expectation about the future, the price can or cannot be equal to the present value of the bond. Logically, the price should be equal to the present value of the bond. But it's all about demand and supply. It's all about marketing strategy. It's all about the news about that bond in the market, because of which, if there's a demand for the bond, if more and more people will try to buy that bond, automatically price would be more than the present value of the bond. So what we should do, so when we have to determine the present value of the bond, here we use the same formula, that the coupon divided by YTM, okay, into 1 plus YTM to the power t minus 1 divided by 1 plus YTM to the power t, okay, plus the face value divide by plus the face value divide by 1 plus YTM plus the face value divide by 1 plus YTM to the power t. So this is like, now many of you would be getting confused, because this is the formula what I told you for the price of the bond. So I hope you can understand, and you can use your common sense to replicate the scenario, that this formulas and all what we are using in real market. It's not like the real market works on the formula. I hope you can easily consider this case, that everything around us does not follow that mathematical formula. Although we have a formula, so although mathematically the price of the bond should be this much, mathematically the price of the bond should be this much. This should be the value. This should be the value of the price of the bond mathematically. But in reality, it may or may not be equal to this much. It again depends upon the demand and supply. Okay, so here, so if the price of the bond what we are getting, if the price of the bond at which it is trading in the market, the if the price of bond at which it is trading in market, at which it is trading in market, at which it is trading in market. So if the price of the bond at which it is trading in the market, if that is more than the, if that is more than the present value of the bond, if that is more than the present value of the bond, if that is more than the present value of the bond, price is more, value is less. So we should not buy, we should not buy, we should not buy the, we should not buy it because it is overvalued. Okay, while if the present value of the bond, while if the present value of the bond, and if that turn to be more than the price of the bond, that turn to be more than the price of the bond, then we should buy it, then we should buy the bond, then we should buy the bond, then we should buy the bond. So if the present value of bond is more than the price of the bond, then we should buy the bond. Okay. So I hope you can understand the scenario. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll calculate the present value of bond. So to calculate the present value of bond, this is the situation given. So the what is the present value of bond? So the present value of the bond, that to 80 coupon divided by YTM. YTM is 10%. Then 1 plus 10% to the power year is 4 minus 1 divided by 1 plus 10% to the power 4 plus 1000 divided by 1 plus 10% to the power 4. So the PV, that is equal to 800. This is equal to 1.1 to the power 4 minus 1 divided by 1.1 to the power 4 is equal to 1000 divided by 1.1 to the power 4. So I can find the PV, or present value of bond. PV is equal to 800. 1.1 to the power 4 is 1.4641. So like few values with time we can remember. This is something that is always there. More calculation will do, we can remember these values. So this is 1000 divided by 1.4641. So that is 1.1 to the power 4. So you can see this. So this is, so if I have to solve this value, 1000, this is 683, then this is 800, this is 800 into this minus 1 divide by, so this is 800 into this divide by this 253.5892. This is 253.5892 plus, this is 1000 divided by 683.6, 683.0135. So you will find the present value of the bond. This plus this 936.936, that is 936.6027. 6027. This is the present value of bond. So the present value of bond is 936.6027, and the price of the bond, this is the present value of the bond, and the current market price of the bond, current market price of the bond, and the current market price of the bond is equal to 878.5, is equal to 878. So since the present value of the bond, since the present value of the bond is more than the market price of the bond, since the present value of the bond, this value is more, price is less right now in market, so it is a worth to buy. So we should buy this bond. So we should buy this bond. So first part is done. Then the next part is the calculate the YTM, yield till maturity of the bond. Calculate the YTM, or yield till maturity of the bond. So calculate the YTM. If I have to calculate the YTM, so here the price of the bond is equal to, the price of the bond is equal to 878.5, 878.5. Then the coupon is equal to how much? Coupon is equal to 8%. No? Coupon is equal to how much? How much coupon is 80? Coupon is 80. Time is 4 year. Time is 4 year. Okay, then what else you require? The face value is 1000, and the face value is 1000. So I need to determine the YTM. So you know that there's no formula as such, or there's no direct method to find the YTM. The only one way how you can find the YTM is to use trial and error method. Already I told you this part. Okay, so 1 minute. So Excel wise, I can calculate the YTM very easily. Excel, if we use Excel, we can calculate the YTM very easily. We can use a formula called rate. Then NPR is 4 year. PMT is how much? 80. PMT means the coupon. PV means the price. That is 878.5. FB means 1000, future value or face value. Type is 0, and guess, any guess you can put, doesn't matter. So the answer is 12%. So the answer is 12%. So the answer is 12%. So now I know the answer, but I just need to prove that answer. So what? Hello, is I audible? Can you hear me? Any problem with my voice? Okay, great. So there's as such there's no formula to calculate the YTM. There's no direct way through which you can calculate the YTM. There's only one way how you can solve the problem is to use trial and error method. So I don't know what is the YTM value, although I calculate to Excel, but you ignore that part. So just randomly use any value. So let the YTM is 10%. So if the YTM is 10%, then what is your price? Your price. So if your YTM is 10%, what would be your price? So that would be this divide by 10%. Then this is 1.1 to the power 4 minus 1 divide by 1.1 to the power 4 plus 1000 divided by 1 plus 1.1 to the power 4. So you can use the formula price of the bond, that is 800. This is 0.4641 divided by 1.4641 plus 1000 divided by 1.4641. So the price of the bond, so the price of is equal to, already I calculated no on 80, already I calculated this no, everything same only, 10%, 80, already we have calculated 10%, 80, everything. We got 936 point, already we have calculated this 936 point, okay, 80, 10%, okay, 936.6027, 936.936.6027, already we calculated this 6027 already. So if I take 10%, then I'm getting the price of the bond. If I take 10%, I'm getting the price of bond is 936.6027. So but so if I consider, if I consider YTM as 10%, so I'm getting the price of the assumed price, means calculated price calculated, I'm getting around 936.6027. But the required price is, but the required price, what price I want, so the price of the bond it is given to you, that is 878.5. But the price of bond what is given is 878.5, but the required price is 878.5, means I want lesser value. If you want lesser value, means you have to increase the rate of interest. So let YTM is equal to 15%, because you want lesser value, so to increase the YTM. So let YTM is equal to 15%. So then the price would be how much? Then your price would be equal to 80 divided by 0.15 into 1.15 to the power 4 minus 1 divided by 1.15 to the power 4 plus 1000 divided by 1.15 to the power 4. So you can calculate this value. So I hope you know how to use NUT table. Okay, so this 1.15 to the power 4, 15 at the rate of 4%, you can use NUT table, present value of NUT table. You can directly use that. So in exam time and all, they may give you present value of NUT table. So present value of NUT table. So in exam, I'll ask for this table for you people. So so that you don't have to calculate this value. So so this is, so present value of NUT table. So you can see this present value of NUT table. You can see that I can give you this table in exam for you. So this calculation what you see, this is nothing but this is present value of NUT calculation. So here so you can other way, you can either manually, by this time you know how to calculate manually also. So without manually how to do this, so it is nothing but it is 80 into present value of present value of NUT, present value of NUT of how much 15% for 4 year, okay, plus 1000 into present value table for 15% for 4 year. So you can do anyway. In case if I give you the table, what you need to do, you just see 15%, see the 15%, okay, 15%, and the time is 4 year. So 15% time is 4 year. So 15, Divya, please switch off your webcam. So 15% for 4 year, 15% 4 years. So 4 year, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the value 2.855. I hope you can see this value. I don't think I can do anything with this. Please see 15% for 4 year. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.855. 2.855. 2.855. So this is 2. So what you'll do here, so you'll write directly 80 into 2.855. So in case if I give you this table, so when Murli sir will ask from me table for you people for the exam, so I'll give this table, I'll download this table and I'll give. So what you need to do, so you need to see like for 7% for 12 years, so you can see yellow color, just for example. So 15%, I hope you can see my screen. 15% for 4 years. So Vandu, Erudu, Muru, Nalku. So 15% for 4 year, that is 2.855. I hope you can see that part. So plus 1000 into 15% for 4 year. For that I need present value table. So there's one more table I can give. So present value table. So present value table. So you can see this. This is present value table. So present value table, I want 15%. 15%. No, it's not given. Only till 12% it is given. Anyway, I hope so. Present value table. I hope you can get the logic. So any value, suppose 5% for 1 year, that is 0.95238. So you don't have to calculate if the table is given to you. I hope you got the logic. So 15 year is not 15% is not given. So till 4 years. So mm, we need another table if we can get. Let's see, 15% is there. Hmm. So 15% for 4 years. No, this is NUT table only. Present value of NUT table only. So you can see the heading of the table. If you, in case of any doubt, you can see the heading of this table. You can see the heading is written present value, and so you can see the heading in case of any confusion. So 1000 into 15% for 4 years. So I can calculate it manually. So 1000 into, so what value will be given in the table? If I see the value which will given in the table will be 1 plus 15% to the power 4. This value will be given in the table. If I see also, so that value will be equal to 1 divided by, if I see the table, 1 plus 15% to the power 4. 0.5, 0.5717. 0.5717. So the value what will be given here will be 0.5717. So you can calculate this. So you can calculate this. So the price of the bond, what you will get, that would be equal to 80 into 2.855. 80 80 into 2.855. So this is 228.4 plus, so this is 1000 into 0.5717, that is 571.7, that is 228.4. That price of the bond is 800 rupees. So the price of the bond is 800 rupees. So here, if I take 15%, I got the price of the bond as 800 rupees. Okay. In case if you are having doubt with this value, in case if you have any doubt with this value, in case if you have any doubt with this value, so how you got present value of NUT? So how you got present value of NUT for percent for 4 year? How you got that value is 2.855. So understand that that is nothing but that is 1 divided by R percent into 1 plus R percent to the power T minus 1 divided by 1 plus R percent to the power T. In case if you have any doubt, so 15% for 4 year, how you got 2.855. So this is the way how it happens. So this is 1 by 0.15, 1.15 to the power 4 minus 1 divided by 1.15 to the power 4, 1.15 to the power 4. So 1.15 to the power 4 already 1.15. You see this. So 1.15 to the power 4 is this much. This is this minus 1. So if you do this, this divide by this, okay, and then this got divided by how much? 15%. Just divide by 15%. See this, you'll get this value. This value what I told you. This is the value what I saw here from the NUT table, 2.854. So this is 2.854, 2.854. That I prove it mathematically. That is, this is 1 divided by 0.15, and this is 0.749006, 0.749006 divided by 1.749006. Okay, everyone. So I hope this the purpose. If you use the table, in case if you download this table from Google or you keep this table with you, so you don't have to do calculation. You'll save a lot of your time. The time what you'll waste by using scientific calculator and all, you can do it very easily. So time will be saved if you use the tables to get the answer. Okay, anyway, let me come back to the question. I need to find the YTM. So if I take YTM 15%, so if I take the YTM 15%, so I got the price called 800. So I hope you got the logic. So if I take YTM as 10%, then I'm getting the price is 936.6027. But the price which I want in Beka, so I want 878.5. So if I'm taking 15%, I'm getting 800. So it means the rate what I'm looking for is between 10 to 15, because with 10% I'm getting 936, with 15% I'm getting 800. I want 878 as my price. That is what given. So the formula I told you already. The formula of YTM already I told you the formula, that is lower interest rate plus higher interest rate minus lower interest rate, higher interest rate minus lower interest rate, then value at lower interest rate, value at lower interest rate minus required value minus required value. So divide by value at lower interest rate, value at lower interest rate minus the value at higher interest rate, minus the value at higher interest rate. So lower interest rate, that is how much? How much is lower interest? 10%. 10% was the lower interest rate plus higher I took 15. 15 minus 10. What is the value at lower interest rate? 10%. What value I got? 9 936.6027, 936.6027 minus required value. What is the value I'm looking for? 878.5. 878.5 divide by value at low interest rate, that is 936.6027 minus value at high interest rate. Higher interest rate 15%, I got 800. This is the formula of YTM. This is the formula of the YTM. This is the formula of the YTM. This is the formula I told you before also. Remember this formula. The 100% question is gonna come by using this formula. You just need to solve it. So this is 10% plus 5%. This is 936 point. This is 936.6027 minus 878.5 divide by value at low interest 936.6027 minus 800. 0.425346 425341 0.425341, that is 10% plus, so you'll get around 12.1267. So this is 2.212670. So your answer is 12.126704%. This is your answer. Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any question?